All right, we're going to toss it over to FFR Pro 21 with Pokemon Puzzle League.
All right, so Pokemon Puzzle League. We're going to be playing through the Versus Con mode on super hard difficulty. And this is a very, very luck-heavy base game. AI will move very, very fast. And I guess we'll do an introduction, I guess. So I'm FFR Pro 21.
I'm Flagglestan.
I'm Altabiscuit.
And I like being smart.
And this is Stump to my right here. All right, we're all set?
We good?
All right. Oh boy. All right, here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. All right, Gary won.
All right, so right off the bat here, it's going to look a bit, this is a puzzle versus game here where they're trying to match 3 or more blocks and try to clear as many blocks as possible, or well, they're trying to chain clears together. With every chain you get a full-length block that is 1 higher for the per chain size, and every combo sends a smaller block. And what he's trying to do right now is just pin the opponent to the point where the opponent can't do any moves, but that's just a quick kill, and that doesn't always work out. So the way you lose in this game is that if your bricks are if the bricks are touching the top of the screen for too long, you have an invisible timer called the stop timer, which once that runs out, you die. That timer cannot go down while you are moving panels, or well, it can, but it cannot move, or it will not go down while the blocks are clearing or while the bricks are popping.
So yeah, when you're pinned to the top, just keep making clears, keep making chains. You just gotta buy time.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of the early levels in particular are just about kind of balancing, like not overdoing chains, but not underdoing chains, and just finding the right balance of when to drop the perfect chain to get the perfect kill.
The AI can freak out a little bit, though, if you send over certain types of garbage at the beginning. Flag, I think you know what I'm talking about there.
Yeah, the AI will always try to clear the lowest brick that's on their screen, as long as it's not touching the very bottom of their screen. So you can essentially pin them if you just drop a very small block and it reaches all the way to the bottom. The AI will just kind of quit working, and you'll just see their cursor rapidly move up and down.
Yeah, the moving up and down is them giving up.
I don't even know how that works, but we'll take it.
And occasionally they just completely run out of stop time. It just happens.
Yeah, FFR mentioned that there's a bit of luck in this game, and there is, but you still need to be able to chain high enough to pin them, because if you don't, you're going to be there for a long time.
Way to go! Yay!
And it's kind of cool. There were some people in the practice room yesterday I was talking to about kind of, because I think at first it can look very intimidating. And I know when a lot of people here at the marathon kind of play us, they're kind of like, oh, I can never do this. I can never get this good. But I think a lot of it is just being able to, particularly like right here, when FFR is clearing garbage blocks, something I see a lot of newer players do is they just wait for all that garbage to drop. So one of a simple way to improve your game is just to optimize how much you're moving and setting up with the garbage blocks while you're waiting for it to drop. And so, I mean, I love this game so much because it's just such a balance of all these different techniques that you can take and put together to make this beautiful, beautiful art of panel upon games. So,
If this game looks familiar to anybody else who played on a Super Nintendo, it's Tetris Attack. This is a reskin of it for the N64. The main difference between the two games is the AI is smarter in Puzzle League, and there is far less lag in the game.
Although there is actually a lag mode where you can turn on the lag to make it feel more like Tetris Attack, which I unfortunately found out when I met up with all these guys a couple of years ago. And it's like, man, your console is so slow. What is wrong? It's like, oh, you have the lag mode on. I'm like, oh, that's a thing? That's okay. So it's a different game when you have the lag off. But there is that option if you kind of like the Tetris Attack style.
And the main difference between the AI in the two games is in Tetris Attack, the AI does not move their cursor when the garbage is clearing, so the strategy there is just to send a huge chain and you win. Here they will move and react to the garbage, and that's why some of these can last a while.
And we'll talk about it a little bit later, but there's different strategies for the first half and the second half of the run. So, yeah. Thanks, Fim.
Anytime that's under a minute is a really good time. Anytime that's like 30 seconds or less is just an amazing time right now.
Yeah, so it's going pretty good so far. Got a little bit trolled by Gary at the beginning there, but for the most part, solid run.
It is. Go ahead.
Oh no, I was just about to say, when FFR Pro was practicing earlier today, he actually got a PB by like 2.5 minutes. So
Yeah.
we'll see how that affects it, but it's pretty cool.
Offline PBs are a classic of the GDQ class practice room.
Yeah, it's nice.
And here's a quick kill right here where the AI can't figure out what to do.
There we go.
I think all of us at one point or another have gotten like a 13-second time on a stage, and I think most of those happen by accident where we just drop a chain and it just does it exactly right and it just gets the quick kill that way.
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
Or in some cases, you don't even have to drop the chain to get the kill.
It's also pretty fun.
I don't see that happen too often.
No, this is cool for me to, it's cool for me to be on the couch. Oh, really? Come on. Come on. I get very into this, by the way.
There's no way.
Okay, there we go.
Yes! Yes! Oh, and the cool thing, too, is... The cool thing, too, is, like, he actually... No, he couldn't have cleared it. I thought maybe the hearts, but... No, it was... Yeah.
The AI had many, many opportunities to get out of that
Yeah,
one.
oh, yeah. Yeah. No, when Cards ran this a couple of years ago, I was over at the host desk, so it's kind of cool to see this run from the couch. And I was freaking out at the host desk. People were just like, what are you doing? This is a very cool perspective.
Ooh, maybe again?
What?
Yep, again.
What? This is...
That one should not have worked, to be completely honest.
So what, is that 3 or 4 quick kills in a row?
I think it's 3. One thing that I did mention earlier, the smaller brick sizes, what he's trying to do is he's trying to lead off his chain with a 4 combo, which is just like clearing 4 blocks at once. Then at some point during that, toss in another 4 like that, just so that that's what sends the 2 small bricks first before the entire large block above. If you throw in the combos after you start the chain, they'll appear above the large block, and that's just not what you want.
Wow.
Yes! No!
That was impressive, but we didn't get a kill out of it, unfortunately.
Yeah, sometimes we
so
call
well.
that Forky strats with the big chains like that. Shout out to BB Forky. He just gets, somehow he can do mystery chains, and like sometimes there's not, but big chains like that, and then he wins. But there are some of us who can't necessarily do that well. So
I still don't think Forky strats work too well.
I don't think Forky strats work well either. There's also like reset strats, where sometimes if you don't get a good start, you can reset it, and that's kind of like pro and con, because then you're banking on getting a better start the second time. And sometimes that works, sometimes that doesn't.
A lot of the times you'll see the reset strats is if you didn't get a good start, so you'll fall behind on garbage. So you just got a large brick on you and no blocks. Then you look over and see they have like nothing on them.
Yeah. My term for that is actually, this is not an official Pokemon Puzzle League community term, but my term for that is actually soft garbage, where kind of like you just have a lot of blocks up in the second tier that the AI can eventually come up and clear. You know, so like second tier, third tier strats as you're seeing on the on Blaine's side right now. Like I said, not an official term, but that's what I call it. And then I'm like, oh, I suck.
There it is.
Third tier strats. What?
Blaine is
Yeah,
just
we're gonna reset that one.
being really uncooperative this time.
One thing you might have noticed, although we don't really want to be seeing them at all, is those gray exclamation blocks. Those drop a steel brick, which is kind of... They're not really too useful for our run at all, especially because you can only see them from raising the stack after a while. But they do make a brick that kind of... You'll notice how when you clear on top of a brick, it pops all the bricks touching it. A steel brick kind of just stops that.
It's good in versus mode, but not too much in this.
Yeah, we're actually running a Pokemon Puzzle League tournament later in the week, and it already has like 30 people in it. It's pretty crazy. So there's a lot of love. There's money matches, I heard, from last SGDQ. People were doing money matches, and it's crazy just to think that in regards to like kind of the history of the speedrunning this game, that it was just a bunch of us, or not a bunch of us, a couple of us on SRL doing nightly S-card races before we had really crafted how to make this a more consistent speedrun. And just to think that it's in these marathons now and that people are just playing it casually in the practice rooms and stuff, for me is just really great as someone who's kind of part of that OG crew.
I swear, everybody has their stage that they always seem to have a lot of problems with. Blaine happens to be mine, and even though Richie and Tracy are objectively harder.
Yeah, mine is Giovanni, for whatever reason.
I've got Erica and Team Rocket.
Yeah.
Erica, really?
Yeah.
That's like stage 5.
Don't ask me how.
Yeah, when I was doing a run yesterday, I think I had like an 8.5 minute Bruno. And it's like, wow. There we go.
All right.
Just a small term. In cases like that, we just call that a force kill, where the AI had, or where the opponent just has 0 moves they can actually make.
All right, halfway home now.
Here's you're going to see a slightly different. Well, you've been doing it for most of the part. Here, the general accepted strategy is to just chain as long as you can until you see the AI running pretty low on bricks, because they tend to do that a lot more at this later levels.
Oh.
Yeah!
What?
No, wait. Wait, no.
Really?
Oh
my
my
god.
god, are you kidding me?
Teasing us there.
What?
And also,
I'm
reset strats are more prevalent around in this area.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you got a chain off of that small piece of garbage. That normally does not happen.
Yeah, Tracy is the point in the game where the AI just goes into overdrive. And then I think it does another jump again at Gary, too.
That's all right.
That's okay.
It happens.
It's okay. We'll just try again.
And then Tracy's a troll. Ha ha ha! We did it! Yeah, we beat you. You sucked. Get out of here. I want you to crush him just because of that now.
They call him Troll C in the community for a reason.
Yes. He's so silly. All right. Close. Close.
Oh.
Nope.
No.
Oh, I ain't said enough.
Well, this is a tough part of the run right here, especially if you're kind of switching mindsets between kind of the first half and the second half of the run. Could we fit in a donation or two maybe at this point? Or no? What do you guys think?
I think that would be good.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, if you want to read a donation or two.
Okay, we got a couple of them here. We have $25 from Team Rocket 23 that says to protect the world from devastation.
Oh,
Wait, the
God.
donation incentive was met. Looks like Team Rocket's blasting off again. We also have $300 from Anonymous. Thank you so much for that.
Yeah, and actually the good point about the donation incentive, yeah, it was met. So after this run, we're going to do the, I don't know the official term for it, but something in spa service. It's a special, it's a magical cutscene that you don't normally get to see in the speed run of spa service that actually FFR Pro ran the last time this was in a GDQ. So normally we skip it, but thank you so much. We raised like $300,000. No, not 30. Wait, no, wasn't that? It wasn't that much, because that's way too much. 30. I can't remember, but we raised a lot of money for it, and thank you very much for. I think it was $3,000. I'm just inflating my numbers because I'm so excited to see this in America.
You know, I don't think I've seen that cutscene before because I always skip it. Or I just die purposely on that stage.
I can tell you it's a pretty good cutscene.
It is.
I'm gonna win.
And ideally, I might be spoiling it a little bit, but ideally the cutscene will be longer than the actual execution of that. So hopefully that'll happen. But like I said, thank you very much for putting your money toward that, so we can see that.
Once in a while, you might see him just kind of waiting, holding off to swap a block and swap a block like at the last second. Not like that, but when he's doing that, he's trying to swap it on a specific frame before it starts dropping, or just swapping them mid-air. That is like a frame-perfect trick in this 60 FPS game to just keep the chain going.
Way to go.
Probably fit in another donation or two.
Alrighty, we got $100 from Anonymous that says, as I've heard Blaine and Pokemon Puzzle League say so many times, when you're hot, you're hot. Awesome run. We got $30 from BB Forky that says, hey FFR, and all the Puzzle General is cheering on you. Best of luck on Tracy and Richie.
Forky.
And I better see a mystery chain.
We did get a mystery chain, so.
Yeah, I did throw in a 16 in there earlier.
The reason we call 16 or higher a mystery chain is because, I finally got past Tracy.
Finally. Oh, man. Ugh.
Get right.
The size of those bricks is basically your chain size -1, and after, isn't it 15, it stops increasing, or 15 is the highest size you have?
I think so.
It's
yeah.
after 13 it stops, because
Yeah.
you can't send one higher than the height of the play field.
So, like, sometimes it's in, like, this context, it's not super useful, but it's just a cool swag thing if you can pull it off. And, of course, it's a marathon, and marathons need swag, so. Very nice.
That's it falling off of me here.
Hopefully it keeps us going. Oh yeah, this should
Yeah,
work.
this should do it.
Yeah, this is...
Come on, come on!
Yep.
There we go.
It's always a nervous moment when you have to end the chain and they just started something finally.
Yes. There we go. Save the mic.
Way to go.
So this game does actually have a couple of glitches, most of which are not useful at all, and in fact, end runs. But, the one in particular that I'm referring to is the infinite scroll glitch, and that's where the panels just keep rising and rising way past the limit. And nice one.
I didn't mean to interrupt you.
That's fine. It's a good interruption. Yeah, it doesn't happen too often, and hopefully it doesn't happen during this run, but it's an interesting thing when it happens.
I've had it happen to me in a race once, and that was a fun experience.
I forget. Can you pause and quit out of the level, or do you have to reset the game?
You can pause and quit out. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's
So it'll just be a funny thing if we see it. Won't be too much of a time loss unless.
This run's been going pretty good so far. So I mean, we've gotten trolled a couple of times, but it's a good time. And I know for some people, there's actually I'm gonna shout out somebody who I was talking to yesterday. Birdo6, he's a Mario Party speedrunner, and I was trying to explain the game to him, and he's like, yeah, I took like 5 streams to try to just beat S-Hard, you know, and here we have a 40-minute estimate on it. And like I said before, you know, it's gotten so optimized, you know, many runners, not me, but several runners have sub 20 S-Hard times. And
I think it's like just 5 now since he got it today.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Don't give up.
I think like sub 20 is considered like one of the best time,
Oh,
like
absolutely.
the end goal for this. Although it's already been hit.
Yeah.
Don't give up.
I mean, for many years, the record was 23 minutes flat, I think, and then we figured out the strats, and time just dropped. So
I'm gonna win.
I think if you got like the quick kill on every stage possible, it'd be like, what, 7 minutes?
yeah,
I think the time we have currently as like a group zone of best is like 8 minutes or something.
yeah.
It's like 8:55 to get like the absolute god run.
But that's just not going to happen. There will be someone, whether it's Mewtwo or Gary 1, that will have something to say about it.
Yeah, and that's why in puzzle games, like I know, like certain games you can run against your sum of best and be somewhat competitive, but in puzzle games that's kind of not a thing. It's just and a lot of times I know when I run it, I just run off of average splits instead of PB splits because it's just super
Yeah,
depressing.
you got it.
Okay, second try. Still good.
One thing that can be kind of hard when you're first learning this game is just learning to cut your chains short, just because it can be such a great feeling when you first start that you're just getting this long chain that you want to keep it going.
Yeah, it's like when he got the 16 against Blaine earlier, but long chains don't necessarily, they look pretty, but
That's about it.
Yeah, and there's even some kind of finesse too with, you know, like cutting when you're trying to chain off of garbage. You know, cutting off the chains of the garbage if you see there's a good point
that
to
looks
drop.
good.
Can't win 'em
Oh,
all.
never mind.
Waifu, please.
Can't
Shout
win
outs
'em
to
all.
Lightning Road.
I'm gonna win.
Why don't we get another donation or two?
Alrighty, we got $20 from Double V33 who says, "Keep up the great work. Can we get a crowd pika?"
Can't win 'em all.
Pika?
Wow.
Pika.
Oh, I didn't. It said crowd pika. It didn't say couch pika. But I can do crowd pika. So,
Can't win 'em all. Can't win 'em all. Can't win 'em all. I'm gonna take
you have time for another one or two if you have them.
Can't win 'em all.
Okay, we got $50 from Durwan Powder that says, "Wait for Pokemon to make my first donation of this GDQ. I look forward to these events twice a year and I'm so happy I'm able to donate. Let's see the glitch exhibition."
Can't win 'em all.
We got $180 from Kyle141 that just says, "Pika!"
Can't win 'em
Yeah. The Pokemon you pick don't matter. There's no like type bonus, type advantage, anything like that. So in speedruns, you just hear a lot of Pikachu.
all. Can't win 'em all.
Yeah, Pikachu just happens to be the first one there.
Yeah. But if you feel like you want to improve your run and in your mind the type bonuses actually matter, if you want to lose the extra time to make yourself feel good.
Can't win 'em all. Can't win 'em all. I'm gonna win. I'm gonna win. Can't win 'em all.
Try again.
Are you ready?
It's rough, man. This game is.
Yeah, at this point the AI is moving really, really fast.
I think there's only one AI stage left at this point. That'd be Mewtwo at the end of the game. Mewtwo's cursor speed is... I don't even know how to describe it. It's like task speed almost.
Yeah.
I'd say it is basically there, although I don't really watch this cursor too much.
Yeah. Because on Mewtwo, you can't, like, you know, Thomas is using these reset strats, and you can't use that on Mewtwo, because then you just go back to the second Gary Oak fight, which is so not worth.
Okay, come on. Bail me out here, please.
What was going on there?
What was that?
We got the bailout.
Wow!
All you had to do was ask nicely.
Yeah,
I don't know if I've ever seen that before. That was really strange.
Once in a great while, the AI kind of will intentionally mess up what they're doing, and it's really weird. I'm not sure if it's actually intentional, but it does happen sometimes.
You're always finding surprises. And I think one of the other cool things about these runs, just in general for newer players or people who are new to speedrunning it, or kind of higher level players like us, is like you see different things, and like you can see different chains and combos and ways to clear. And I think that's what keeps the game fresh to a certain extent, is you have these patterns and you just, everybody, you know, not everybody, but lots of people just see different things.
Not even just that, it's just everyone has like their own things that they think works, just like not even for the run, but
Right.
just like how they, or what in terms of what they try to send.
Chain styles and such.
Yeah. Like, I know I like looking for like one column that's empty and kind of filing things through there. And you know, there's different styles that you can see different runners, and kind of has kind of their own flair.
Personally, I like to just be dumb and go for only perfect stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
Why don't we get another donation or two in there?
Alrighty, we got $150 from Anonymous that says, not much of a gamer anymore, but I always make sure to tune into GDQ to watch in awe as the pros break games. Money goes to saving the animals on behalf of my wiener dog Patty, to whom I lose RL frames daily but wouldn't ask for otherwise. We got $5 from Bear Jazz that says, even playing high-level Puyo Puyo, Tetris, and even Pro Yuko, I can barely follow the chains in Pokemon Puzzle League. Keep up the awesome work and save the Pokemon.
I was learning Puyo Puyo earlier this week. Mad respect, because that game is, it's different. It's similar but different, so.
No.
Leap 4 isn't cooperating either.
Yeah.
No.
You're going to go through all these struggles and then get like a 16-second Mewtwo.
Exactly. That's what happens.
That's how it always goes.
Yep. You have a really good run, you get to Mewtwo, you get screwed. You have a bad run, you get to Mewtwo. It's really good. Oh, Puzzle League.
Just Puzzle League things.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Okay, we'll stop there.
Yeah.
Oh, this is going to be close.
Oh. Oh.
Yep.
Looks good.
That looks pretty good to me.
Yep.
Delaying the inevitable.
All right. All right, 2 stages left, and oh, look who's back.
What a surprise.
What a surprise. It's not like we've been spoiling it for the past 28 minutes.
So after this stage is Mewtwo, and Mewtwo is probably the scariest stage in the game, not only because it's the last stage, but if you fail on Mewtwo, you have to redo Gary 2. So it's important when he gets to Mewtwo to just get the best chain you can at the get-go and hope it's enough.
Oh.
Ooh.
Maybe.
He's got stars.
No.
It was close.
It was close. Sometimes you drop at the right time and just doesn't work out.
Show me what you got. Show me what you got. I'm gonna win. Show me what you got.
And we've kind of mentioned it a little bit already, but it's worth bringing up in these later stages. You know, the best runners are very good at being able to not only execute their own chains, but being able to watch the computer and figuring out where they're chaining and where they stop, and like kind of what FFR Pro was saying about cutting your chains and getting good at that. And it's really hard to do, particularly when you're first learning, though. It's just because sometimes you see all this garbage on your screen and it's touching the top, and it's just like, oh my god, I have to do something about it. But
That was a spicy chain, by the way.
Yeah, that leg chain was pretty cool.
It's all about being efficient, though, and managing effectively and having kind of a sense in your head of like how much stop time you have, so you know how much you can push and how much you just need to get rid of the chain. But then once you get into longer battles, it's at a certain point you just gotta go.
No.
And what Smart mentioned really separates the top runners from everybody else, and that allows them to get consistently lower times.
Way to go.
That's not what I wanted to do.
Show me what you got. Show me what you got.
Cookie.
I'm gonna win. Show me what you got.
Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah.
yeah, just didn't have enough there.
But
Wow.
we'll get him there.
He gave that one away.
Yeah,
We'll get him there.
we'll take it. We will take it.
All right, last stage, guys.
Hope it goes well. Good luck.
Yeah, no resets here.
Way to go.
By the way, this music is really cool.
Yeah.
Have to mention that.
Oh.
There we go.
Oh yeah.
Oh, time.
All right.
All right, I was 11 seconds off my guess.
All right.
And then you've grinded and grinded and died to Mewtwo 50 times.
Yeah.
It's not a dream after all, it's real.
Yeah, I think
really
we beat
did it.
cards by 3 seconds from 2 years ago.
Dang, the call-outs.
Shout outs to Cards, though. He's
Alright.
still a god, honestly.
So yeah, beat Mewtwo, you get the Master Trophy. And then we get the awesome music.
I think we have some shout outs here while the credits run before we do the donation incentive for spa service. Right, Flag?
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, first off, we have our Discord Puzzle General. Can't you just do Discord/Puzzle General? I believe for that.
I think, yeah.
That's where we actually have a bunch of people for different puzzle game speedrunning resources in there, and even just for puzzle games in general now. And we have Medley Studios is actually working on another puzzle game like this, except for with the added feature you can move up and down with tiles. It's they have a Kickstarter going on for that.
If you want to read the plugs.
Oh, yeah.
Which you kind of doing
All
already.
right. Yeah. We have a speedrun.com page. We are partnering with Medley Studios, like Flag was saying, for a Puzzle League spiritual successor on iOS. It's on iPhone right now. It's coming to Android soon. If you have an iPhone, check it out. It's really, really good. All right, and then and then we have some tournaments. We're going to be having a Pokemon. Every once in a while we run tournaments. We are going to have a Pokemon Puzzle League tournament, but currently we are having Wario's Woods tournament starting next week, and that game is a different beast altogether. So,
yeah, I believe the plan was to actually have a Puzzle General PPL tournament after this run is over.
Yeah, probably. So we can put up Wario's Woods. That makes me sad, but it all works out. So, okay, so we're going to go to the incentive that you guys very generously donated for.
Yes. We are going to capture Team Rocket. So, here we go. This is actually Team Rocket 2, by the way, the scrub tier Team Rocket. All right, here we go.
What are you waiting for?
It's payback time.
So in this mode, you can see they have an HP bar, and you just gotta make enough chains, combos, and then you win.
There we go. Alright. So you beat this stage, and we get this lovely cutscene.
No fair! We want another chance!
Bye-bye for now.
All right.
All right.
And that's Pokemon Puzzle League. Thank you very much for having us.
All right.
Alrighty, thank you so much for that awesome run of Pokemon Puzzle League. I'm gonna throw up a
という
quick
わけ
ad
で
for y'all. We will be
ポケモン
right
パズ
back.
ルリーグでしたね。この次はポケモンブロック2作目。まあ、2作中2作目ですけども。ポケットモンスター、ハートゴールド、ソウルシルバーの RTA ですね。これ少し長めなのかな？そう、本当のポケモンがこの後です。そんなこと言っていいのかわかんないけど。2時間40分ですね。カイズランのポケモンです。朝飯は、パンと目玉焼きと、ピーマンとエリンギの炒め物ですね。タイトル長いんだよな。ポケットモンスター、空白、ハートゴールド、ソウルシルバー。海外だとポキモンで終わるけど、日本の正式名はポケットモンスターで、結構長いですよね。
Alrighty, welcome back to Summer Games Come
HGSS.
Quick 2017. I'm going to throw the mic over to the lovely Edo Bean. Thank you guys so much for having me.
まあ、ここは正式名使っておきますね。2%? で 2%。まだ盤上課税が流れてます。ポケモンもいません。まだ募集中です。いつでもどうぞ。ディスコードのリンクが下に貼ってあるので、解説できる人いたらぜひ。
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Summer
突発
Games
参加全然 OK で
Quiz
すよ。
2017. I am Edobi.
むしろそれを断る理由がない。
I will be here hosting, for this portion of Pokemon Heart Gold Soul Silver. I'm gonna go ahead and read just a couple little donations that we didn't get to go through. We got a $50 donation from Tabby Kitty 13 that says, "We're so impressed by FFR's awesome puzzle league skills." Pika.
この今喋ってるエドビーンという人は結構 GDQ の名物ホストで
nightmares during all of my university. I don't blame you.
大人気な
Will Sparks
アナウン
with
サー
a
の一人ですね。
$15 donation saying Pokemon block is the best block. Is it the best that it ever was? Got another $150 donation from Vanessa that says, "Super excited for the Heart Gold run since it's my all-time favorite game. And this Puzzle League run is a real visual spectacle, moving so fast. Money will be split between the two Kingdom Hearts 2 bonus
まあモノマネとかよ
since
くしま
it's
す
my
よ。この
brother's
人は
favorite game."
そう、味のある声。そうそうそう。ですね。そういう感じの言葉をし。ちょっと短縮したのかな、時間は。まあ、時間このままにしときますか。また変わりそうだし。今年はというか今回はないですね。あるのかなあれ確かなかったはず。ないです。まあ AGDQ ではさよくやるんで、SGDQ ではないのかな。そう。盤上和也も詳しい人チャットにたくさんいたから、喋れ
Thank
る
you,
人
Pats,
いた
again
ら、
for your $40
ぜひ喋ってほしか
donation.
ったけ
So
ど。
hyped for the Pokemon block, and I can't watch live, but I'll definitely be watching the run when it gets put on YouTube. We gotta catch them all, and letting animals ride in your ship is basically catching them. So put my money towards
チ
saving
ャンネルの下の方
the
にディスコー
animals.
ドがあるんで、そこぜひ気軽に参加してください。ディスコードっていうの知らなかった。ディスコードって要はスカイプみたいなもので、ただもっと
$20
多機能で
HH4
安定しているものですね。
Shoutouts to my FFR
今
smart
RTA
and
界隈
fun
というか
Pokemon
ゲーム
puzzle
界隈
league
で
is
も
always such a
ディス
fun
コード
game
一
to
強
play.
になってます。他にもいろいろあるけども、カースアップとかスカイプもあるし、Twitch のアプリもあるんだけど、今はディスコード一
And
強
show
ですね。
Mewtwo, I'm gonna win.
まあ僕が喋ってよりかは詳しければ全然参加して OK ですよ。タスボットのサブミットだけど特別なことせずに。ああ、なるほど。そんなに魅力的じゃなかったと。そうです。通常プレイヤーってゲームをよく結構仕組みとか知ってて、RT についても見たことあるぐらいで、全然気軽に参加してもらって大丈夫ですよ。別に今回全然いいですよ。解説がいないゲームがほとんどなんで、今の状態では。ぜひ、誰か、お願いします。そうですね。 FF7 とか解説いると嬉しいなって思ってますけど。クロノトリガー参加しますか？わかりました。いやー、やっぱり時間帯もあるんですよね。あっちのプライムタイムとこっちのプライムタイムが変わる。完全に真反対なので。やっぱメジャーなゲームっていうか、日本でも奏者がたくさんいるゲームっていうのは、あっちのプライムタイムにあって、それってやっぱり日本の朝方とか、昼間とかなんですよね。やっぱりその時間帯のズレでやっぱり解説集めるの辛いなとは思いました。難しいなと。
Just as a reminder, guys, we have loads
FF なら喋る人たくさんいます。
going on during this Pokemon block. We have things from a field guide to
ただ
Kanto,
いつだっけな
provided by
FF7
our
は
fan gamer. All you have to do is donate $10 to enter your chance to win.
日本時間の朝
We have a
昼間2時から
Mystico plush, which is also $10
10時まで。
if you want to get your chance to
だから
win.
全部フルで参加するのは
Pokeball
難しいっていう人
Pro
はたくさんい
earrings
る
that
で
are
しょう
for
ね。
$5 donation. And then we also have a Pokemon Perler bead set, also for $5. And there's just so much more. Definitely loads of prizes during this block. So if you want to get your chance to win some of those Pokemon goodies, go ahead and do so now.
今回の GDQ で結構広まったようなので、次回はもうちょっと期待していいかなと思います。まあ次回は半年後になりますけど、次の AGDQ ですね。モンキーボール解説はすごかったな。あれは僕も聞いてて、なるほどなーってなりました、やっぱり。確かに眠くなる。また同じテイストの音楽が。眠気が。ああ。
We have a $25 donation from Undying Song that says, Today is my birthday, as well as my first time donating. Thank you so much to everyone for all of their hard work. This event is so important. And also, shoutouts to my friend, Dr. Allosaurus, who has been waiting for the Pokemon Puzzle League run.
解説募集か。なるほど。なんか違う。こう。ん？うん。なるほど、ナイトボットいいっすね。それだと僕が放送してない時でも募集できるから。でね、どっかに解説一覧のリンクがあるから、それを見て、あ、でもどうだっけな。
It is for the firemen, and basically what it is we need $4,000 if we want them to play on the US prototype version. So if you want that to happen, please go ahead and start donating toward that incentive now.
これですね。これで書いてないのが一つあるんだよな。 切実感あるな。まあ、最初は切実になった方がいいですね。そのうちね、余裕で集まるような時期が来るでしょうけど、それまでは。こんな感じでいいんだっけ？そうですね。今、シェア設定が。
All right, it